सो लास्ट क्लास में ये दो रिजल्ट डिराइव करने के लिए बोला था मैंने। पहला था कैपेसिटी ऑफ स्फेरिकल कैपेसिटर। स्फेरिकल कैपेसिटर what was that? Two concentric spheres are there of radii A and B. This arrangement forms a capacitor. You are supposed to find capacity of it. So what I said, assume a charge plus Q on inner one. That's what plus Q charge, yeah, and minus Q charge as a result of induction on outer sphere. Right now, measure the potential difference between two spheres. Then Q by V will give you capacity. So, electric field निकालेंगे. Can you guess what is electric field at a distance x from the center? यहाँ पे electric field कितना होगा? X distance है center से. Anyone? अप्लाई करो ये गॉस लॉ, कैलकुलेट करो गॉस लॉ से. Assume electric field at this point to be E. तो ये एक spherical Gaussian surface assume किया है in form of concentric sphere. E हर point पे same होगा. Area is 4 pi x square. ये होगा total electric flux. This should be equal to charge enclosed by epsilon 0. The electric field is Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 x square. तो आना चाहिए, पता नहीं ये तो कोई बोल ही नहीं रहा, क्या हो गया आज सबको. So electric field is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by x square. Already कई मेथड से हमने पढ़ा था, शेल थ्योरम में भी पढ़ा था. Now, if I move from here to here, ये पॉइंट से ये इनर स्फीयर पे है या आउटर स्फीयर पे, तो E2 potential at final point V2 minus V1, यहाँ पे माइनस, यहाँ पे is minus integral E dx, that is Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 x square dx. X की वैल्यू इनर वाले पे A, आउटर वाले पे B. So V2 minus V1 is equal to minus A to B Q by 4 pi x square dx. ये हो गया. Now integrated Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 constant 1 by x square का minus 1 by x A to B. V2 minus V1. My interest is potential difference. देखेंगे, this is the lower potential. तो माइनस में आएगा आंसर. Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by B minus 1 by A. Now 1 by B is smaller than this, तो ये तो नेगेटिव आने वाला है. मेरा इंटरेस्ट सिर्फ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस में, नॉट एक्चुअली फाइनल पोटेंशियल विल बी लेसर देन इनिशियल, राइट, बिकॉज वी आर मूविंग अलोंग द फील्ड. तो ये नेगेटिव ही आना था. तो इफ आई टॉक ऑफ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, if suppose potential difference है, then I can write it as Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by A minus 1 by B. Take LCM. Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 B minus A upon AB. This is potential difference. Now capacity, finally capacity we write as Q by V. So C, that is capacity of condenser capacitor, is Q by V. Capacity is Q by V. So Q by V is 4 pi epsilon 0 AB upon B minus H. So this is formula for capacity of spherical capacitor. तो ये spherical capacitor की capacity का formula हो गया 4 pi epsilon 0 AB upon B minus A. अगर इससे मैं बोलूं isolated spherical conductor का capacity लिखने के लिए, so how will you do that? Suppose you have to find capacity of isolated spherical conductor. We have already derived once अगर फिर से डिराइव करने बोलो तो आप क्या बोलोगे, क्या आएगा?
4 पाई एप्सिलॉन 0 r।
4 पाई एप्सिलॉन 0। इसके हेल्प से कैसे निकालेंगे? सपोज आई वांट टू डिराइव द सेम एक्सप्रेशन विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस फॉर्मूला।
सर बी पार्ट को हटा देंगे ना?
बी को हटा देंगे मतलब बी को एज इन 0 ले लेंगे?
हाँ।
नहीं, कौन सा चार्ज करने के लिए यूज कर रहे हो आप? विच स्फीयर, इनर वन और आउटर वन यू आर यूजिंग फॉर चार्जिंग, मतलब टू स्टोर चार्ज? एंड व्हिच वन इज कनेक्टेड टू ग्राउंड? इनर वन। इनर वन समथिंग, मतलब आउटर वन इज, सपोज आई हैव कनेक्टेड टू ग्राउंड। ये आइसोलेट करना मतलब इस वाले को दूर ले जाओ, दूर ले जाओ, दूर ले जाओ, बहुत दूर लेके जाओ, मतलब बी टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी। राइट, तो कैपेसिटी का फॉर्मूला क्या है? 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन 0 डिवाइडेड 1 by a minus 1 by b. So suppose inner one has radius r, capital R लिखता हूँ, and outer one tends to infinity. So b becomes infinity, this becomes r. So 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r minus 1 by infinity. ये 0 हो गया, r goes in numerator, 4 pi epsilon 0 r. So capacity is 4 pi epsilon 0 r. Clear? So this is spherical capacitor. आया था किसी को, यार किसी ने ट्राई नहीं किया? एनीवन? अंतरिप तो वही दिन आंसर दिया था।
सर मैंने पहले ट्राई किया था, उसी में मैंने ऐसे ही किया था।
ओके, नो वन एल्स? ओके, समझ गया मैं, कोई नहीं पढ़ रहा। नाउ नेक्स्ट आई हैड गिवन सिलिंड्रिकल कैपेसिटर। अब जब स्फेरिकल नहीं ट्राई किया तो सिलिंड्रिकल तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं ट्राई किया होगा किसी ने। अभी ट्राई करो सिलिंड्रिकल कैपेसिटर। सिलिंड्रिकल कैपेसिटर, दो सिलिंडर्स हैं, कोएक्सियल सिलिंडर्स। There are two coaxial cylinders, this one and this one. Right? These are two coaxial cylinders. Inner radii A, outer radii B, and this length is L. Length is L. So inner and outer radii are A and B, and length of the cylinder is L. What you have to do is you have to measure capacity of this capacitor. चलो ट्राई करो खुद से, हिंट वही है। इनर सिलेंडर पे कैपिटल क्यू चार्ज है, तो आउटर पे इंडक्शन से माइनस क्यू ले लो। आया किसी को? See, first you have to measure field at a point at a distance x from center. So let us assume a Gaussian cylinder. ऐसे Gaussian cylinder लिया मैंने। इस पॉइंट पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, हर पॉइंट पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड सेम होगा, तो E into curved surface area is 2 pi xl. From flat surface there will be no flux passing through it. Total charge is Q by epsilon 0. The electric field is Q upon 2 pi xl epsilon 0. Right? Already हमने ये सब derive करके रखा है। Q by L is something like lambda. तो lambda upon 2 pi epsilon 0 our formula. Now, final potential minus initial potential. Suppose I move from inner point to outer point. So V2 is outer one minus inner is minus integral E. Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 xl dx from A to B. So minus Q by q by 2 pi epsilon 0 L constant 1 by x integration is ln of x a से b माइनस साइन नेग्लेक्ट कर दो b इज आउटर वरना y यहाँ पे I'm interested only in potential difference, so q upon 2 pi epsilon 0 L ln of b minus ln of that's potential difference ln of b by a 2 by epsilon 0 L. This is potential difference. Now q by v, capacity is what? Q by v. So 2 pi epsilon 0 L upon log of b by a. That's capacity of cylindrical capacitor. So don't look at that derivation. Think as if it was a question, numerical. तो inner charge Q दिया था, outer charge minus Q दिया था, capacity निकालने बोला था, तो you would have done this way. Right? Because ये derivation तो syllabus में नहीं दी. So this is capacity of cylindrical capacitor. Now, as we have seen combination of resistors in 10th standard junior classes, we have a topic combination of capacitors 2 in our syllabus. So combination of capacitors, this is an important topic, combination of capacitor, combination of capacitor. Suppose I have capacitors of a given capacity है, जैसे बहुत सारे capacitors हैं मेरे पास, एक 2 microfarad का, एक 4 microfarad का है, then I have capacitor of one more of 4 microfarad. तो इन्हीं को use कर अलग-अलग तरीके से combine करेंगे. We will combine these capacitors in a different manner to obtain different capacities. So वही देखना हमको कैसे connect कर सकते हैं. तो if you recall 10th standard में we have studied parallel connection, parallel combination and series combination. The same way we have parallel and series combination for capacitors too. So parallel combination of resistors, parallel combination. Suppose we have two capacitors of capacities C1 and C2, and connecting them in parallel is something like this. This is what we say is connecting them in parallel. Two plates, one plate is connected to the other plate and the other two are connected. This is a parallel combination, right? Suppose you have one more capacitor to be connected in parallel, suppose C3. So this is another capacitor of capacity C3. So I'll connect it this way. So I'll say these three are connected in parallel. Now, how to connect this with the help of cell for charging? ऐसे. So ये construction, ये circuit जो देख रहे आप, this figure shows parallel combination, means three capacitors are connected across a cell in parallel. Suppose voltage of cell is V. So I have three capacitors of capacities C1, C2 and C3. They are connected in parallel to a cell of potential V volt, right? Now, suppose potential of this volt, this one, yeah, इसको मैं सब ground से connect कर दे, ठीक है? So, what is potential of this plate, potential of this plate, and potential of this plate?
0.
Potential of each of the plates is 0. Steady state में no current is flowing between any of these 2 points, right? So, each of them must be at same potential. ये सारे same potential पे हैं. So all of them are at 0. Now, if this is at 0, what is voltage of this terminal of cell?
Minus V.
अरे ये higher दिया ना मैंने. V.
अच्छा तो वो V, हाँ.
So what is potential of this plate, and this plate?
V.
Potential of each plate is V. All together, one thing is sure: each capacitor, potential drop across each capacitor is V volt. The same thing we had in 10th standard in resistance. There we have studied voltage. Potential difference in parallel remains same. So here 3 capacitors are connected in parallel, and hence potential drop across each of them would be same, that is V volt, right? Now, suppose some charge Q is drawn from the cell. The charge will get divided among 3 capacitors. कुछ यहाँ जाएगा, कुछ यहाँ जाएगा, कुछ यहाँ जाएगा. Suppose Q1 charge flows into this, Q2 goes to this capacitor, Q3 goes to this capacitor. यहाँ से minus Q1 आ जाएगा, इंडक्शन से minus Q1 यहाँ आएगा, and Q1 will go to this. यहाँ पे minus Q2 आ जाएगा, minus Q3, right? So these are the charges appearing on the plates of the capacitor. Abhi, net charge drawn from the cell is suppose Q. So Q1, Q2, Q3. क्या relation होगा? Q will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Net charge Q drawn from the cell is Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Clear hai? So net charge drawn is Q. It should be same as Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now Q1 is what? Q1 is voltage, a potential drop across the 2 plates is V, and charge on it is Q1. So Q1 and capacity is C1. So Q1 must be C1V. Q2, what will be Q2? Capacity is C2 and potential difference is V. So Q2 will be
C2V.
C2. Similarly, Q3 will be C3. Now, I'll use the term equivalent capacity or equivalent capacitance. So equivalent capacitance is what? Capacity of a single capacitor measured by Cp, which when connected across same cell, that is of V volt, draws same charge Q alone from the cell. इस पे प्लस Q, इस पे माइनस. So एक ही कैपेसिटर है, सेम सेल से सेम चार्ज ड्रॉ करता है, दैट इज नोन एज इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटेंस. इसका जो कैपेसिटी होगी दैट विल बी इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटेंस. फॉर दिस फिगर, दिस कैपेसिटर Q is what? Cp into V. So Cp into V is equal to C1V plus C2V plus C3V. So V gets cancelled. Cp is C1 plus C2 plus C3. So this is expression for equivalent capacity of capacitors connected in parallel. Okay, समझा?
Yes, sir.
Now, यहाँ पे एक इम्पोर्टेंट दो तीन पॉइंट नोट करेंगे. सी इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटी इन पैरेलल, इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटी इन पैरेलल increases and is greater than capacity of greatest one. जो सबसे बड़ा कैपेसिटर लगा हुआ है इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटी उससे भी ज्यादा है, बिकॉज कैपेसिटी डायरेक्टली गेट्स एडेड व्हेन यू कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल. इट्स समथिंग लाइक आपके पास 2 कंटेनर है, दोनों में आप अलग अलग चार्ज स्टोर कर सकते हो, तो कैपेसिटी बढ़ गया, राइट? सो कैपेसिटेंस इन पैरेलल इंक्रीजेस and is greater than the greatest one. Then next point I'll say is potential drop across each capacitor is same. Each capacitor connected in parallel is same, right? Connected in parallel is same. This way. Then next, charge gets divided. See here, charge gets divided. charge gets divided in the ratio of, किस रेशियो में डिवाइड होगा? See, 3 capacitors I have connected, C1, C2 and C3. Q charge was drawn from it, which got divided into 3 capacitors as Q1, Q2 and Q3. Are charges appearing on 3 capacitors of capacity C1, C2 and C3. तो Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3 का रेशियो क्या होगा? मतलब Q1, Q2, Q3 का रेशियो क्या होगा? Anyone?
एक बार वापस बोलो ना.
Q चार्ज जो ड्रॉ हुआ सेल से, it is divided among 3 capacitors as Q1, Q2, Q3. My question is, what will be the ratio Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3? बोलो तो.
C1, C2, C3
आवाज नहीं आ रही यार, तेरी आवाज ही नहीं आती. तो कौन सा माइक लेके बैठता है?
C1, C2, C3 के रेशियो.
C1 is to C2 is to C3. Let's see कैसे हुआ ये. See, voltage across this will be, charge is Q1, capacity is C1. So potential difference is Q1 by C1. Potential difference across this is Q2 by C2. Potential difference across this is Q3 by C3. But all of them should be equal, right? Why? Because potential difference तीनों capacitors पे same है. So Q1 by C1 represents what? Potential drop across plates of capacitors C1. Then Q2 by C2 is potential difference across second one. Q3 by C3 is across third one. So ये तीनों equal होने चाहिए. तो यहाँ से क्या मिला? Q1 is to Q2. Q1 is to Q2 is 1. C1 is to C2. Right? Then Q2 is to Q3 is what? C2 is to C3. So Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3 is C1 is to C2 is to C3. So interesting चीज, important चीज है, याद रखना आपको, right? So Q1 is to Q2 is to Q3 is C1 is to C2 is to C3, and this is very obvious. जिसकी कैपेसिटी ज्यादा होगी उसमें चार्ज ज्यादा जाएगा. तो स्टेटमेंट इज चार्ज गेट्स डिवाइडेड इन द रेशियो ऑफ द कैपेसिटीज. ठीक है, तो पैरेलल में चार्ज डिवाइड होता है एंड चार्ज गेट्स डिवाइडेड इन द रेशियो ऑफ द कैपेसिटीज ऑफ द कैपेसिटर. ओके, देन एक और स्टेटमेंट लिखूंगा, नॉट वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एन कैपेसिटर्स each of capacity C connected and parallel gives equivalent capacity of what? कितना कैपेसिटी आएगा इसका? N into C as equivalent capacity. So n capacitors, each of capacity C connected in parallel gives n into C as equivalent capacity. अगर C कैपेसिटी के n कैपेसिटर्स आपने कनेक्ट किए पैरेलल में तो इक्विवेलेंट कैपेसिटी आएगा n into C. क्लियर है? Okay, so this was a parallel combination. Now